Hello, my name is SIle Walsh. This video is all about the difference between being professional and being personal. So one of the things that happens a lot with people that I work with, whether they're other helping professionals such as community workers, social workers, coaches, psychologists, therapists, or whether I'm working with people in corporations and in larger organizations such as managers, team leads, the leadership team, is that there is a confusion between what is appropriate and inappropriate behaviour in terms of being professional. So one of the things that I hear an awful lot from people is this idea that we are meant to be non-emotional, we are meant to be cold, and we are meant to have very constructed responses in order to be professional. Whereas in reality, that what I've just summarised is basically the idea that we shouldn't be human to be able to be professional. Whereas in all professions, professionalism is about our behaviour. It's not about removing our authenticity or removing our personal experience. It's about managing our behaviour in a professional way according to the ethics or agreements or values of the organisation. So we agree ways of working together that are professional and allow us to work together more effectively, even if our personalities don't match. But it doesn't mean that we ignore the personal element. It doesn't mean that we reject our feelings. It doesn't mean that we use robotic responses instead of authentic responses. Professionalism basically means that I act in a manner that is appropriate for my position and situation. But I do that behaviour in a way that is authentic and connected to who I really am, what I really care about, and what I'm trying to say. Now, if we can be more personable, then professionalism allows us to have boundaries that allows us to be more personable. But if we're struggling with our boundaries professionally, what tends to happen is we see that coldness replace it. We see that non-human approach come in because we're not sure how to be ourselves and professional at the same time. And this can often be seen when there's disconnections between managers or between colleagues and teams, because the professionalism is removing so much of the humanity because we're not sure how to do it and stay connected to it, that people aren't able to relate to us. And this becomes a massive issue in terms of influencing, in terms of creating connections, in terms of networking. So here's a few very basic tips. First, remember that professionalism is behaviour. It's not about denying the personal. It's about the choices we make in regards to how we communicate and behave in response to what we're personally experiencing. The second thing is that we can be personable when we have strong professional practices. So we have strong professional boundaries and we have strong professional behaviours. Then that allows us to share a bit more of ourselves because our professionalism surrounds the relationship and navigates and boundaries what's acceptable and unacceptable. So the more professionally boundaried we are in terms of how we communicate to each other and how we behave towards each other will actually allow us to be more personable. When we are struggling with our professional boundaries, we tend to withhold more of ourselves because we're not sure how to manage the boundary. So I'm going to leave that there. I'd love to hear any comments around it. If anyone would like to pop on to Twitter, SIle Walsh1, or Instagram, SIle Walsh Coach, or to pop me a message to info@silewalsh.com, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.